is Rachel Capera. I am an art drama teacher mom living in the 21st century, and I am going to go ahead and I am going to talk about a great drama assignment. Check it out. It is a dramatic arc. This assignment has never gone away, folks. I do this year after year, and it forces my students to think about things like the rising action, the conflict, the crescendo, the highest point of the scene, the climax, and the resolution. It is a great exercise. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to demonstrate to my students and all of you, whoever you are, YouTubeverse, how to go ahead and do this drama assignment. So let me go ahead and take it away. For this assignment, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use screenshots from the Disney Plus video. Disney, please don't get mad at me. I'm just a teacher. It's a great thing. Buy Disney Plus. They're not sponsoring this video. They don't know they don't care. But this is a short called the Jack Jack Attack. You should check it out. I am going to use this video to go ahead and talk about the dramatic arc because I want my students to be in the habit of making arcs when they approach a scene or a play to show that they understand the dramatic action in their scene and they can make informed physical choices and vocal choices. That's the way I've been teaching drama for years, and it just kind of works. So take it away. First thing that happens in this scene, as you've been seeing, is the inciting incident is that the babysitter is all of a sudden being questioned. And I would call it an inciting incident because it's what gets the action going. Yeehaw, here we go. Something's going to happen. There is a babysitter who's being questioned by the police. Immediately, I'm drawn in. Every good scene has an inciting incident that's meant to draw the audience in. You need to identify yours. Write it down right here. Next thing that happens, and these are all things that you would write down in your dramatic arc to show me, your teacher, whomever, yourself, that you understand what it is that you're acting, because so often I teach and kids don't know what they're saying. They don't know their lines. It's true. So as the action starts to rise, we realize that this baby is creepy. He's scary. I mean, he's Jack Jack and he's gone to attack. So you should check out this film. He is already plotting to make this babysitter's life a living HE double to the hockey sticks. So we know that the about to hit the fan. Here we go. So the babysitter's talking, being a teenager, who knows what's going to go on. So you would write that in your dramatic arc. And then all of a sudden things start to get worse. Conflict is the essence of drama. Here we go. The baby is moving. He is moving to the left, to the right, and something is wrong. So the conflict of this scene is obviously the babysitter can't control the baby. Next, the babysitter realizes something is up. And that is part of the dramatic action. When you see someone starting to flip out like, wait, were you just there? When you see any sort of conflict in the brain, you know that things are getting worse. It's like, weren't you over there? Guys, check out this film. So the babysitter reaches out to the mother, which is the worst thing a babysitter could ever do. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Basically saying, hey, I don't know how to control your kid. There's something wrong with your kid. That basically says you failed as a babysitter. So what you're doing in this assignment is you're like, what are all the problems that are getting me close to the climax and the crescendo of your scene? These are questions that you should be asking yourself. Next, things are getting bad. The shit. I mean, we are going higher up on that mountain. The baby is on the ceiling and is basically dumping milk on the babysitter's face. Baby's everywhere. Babysitter has no control. No control is an example of dramatic action. So the babysitter's mental state is basically deteriorating. That's like what's happening, and is desperate. So babysitter putting the baby in a cage. Babysitter is scared. Dramatic action increases. You would write that down in your dramatic arc. Okay? Are you doing this? Are you understanding the assignment? Take a pause your video, ask me a question, send me an email. Ask your partner, do you understand this assignment? Stop. CFU. Moving on, as you're getting closer to the dramatic action, I mean, we're getting close to the climax of the scene, right? Or the play, or the monologue. I mean, things are so bad. The babysitter has lost total control. And this is interesting, right? Humans love the dramatic arc. We love conflict. We love this kind of dramatic journey because we like to see people in pain. I mean, it's just a fact. And we love watching it because we can identify that because we've all been in pain. I mean, it's the 21st century. So the babysitter is losing. The baby is basically floating around naked, like haunting the babysitter, so the babies are freaking out. And as an actor, wow, I should make a dramatic choice where I have wide eyes and I'm freaking out. Next. So the dramatic arc, does it really dip? No, because we know things are just going to get worse. So the babysitter has one last tactic to try to think that she could control the baby. We know it's not going to work because this is a drama and conflict is going to get worse. So she tries to control the baby, right? So we think maybe things are going to come down, but we know what's going to happen. Dun, dun, dun! The house goes up. When you see a baby in flames, talk about a climax. The babysitter's basically deteriorating, has no way of defending himself. Next, the babysitter is covering herself, hiding behind a table. Oh my gosh. And then basically exhausted. So we get a bunch of shots that show us that this babysitter has just lost control, lost everything, holding a fire extinguisher. We can infer as an audience that the babysitter has been up all night. So these are all talk about some dramatic action that propels the scene forward. The babysitter has to put the baby out who is on flames all night. Next, there you have it, people. We see total evidence of total chaos. It was a bad night. Fire, stuff, conflict is the essence of drama. Baby has control. And there you have it. And the only thing for this climax that the babysitter had to defend his or herself is the laser. But maybe that is the beginning of the resolution. Because we say, hey, we see the babysitter survived the climax of the fireball. And the babysitter's okay, even though she's exhausted and will never be the same. So things are starting to resolve. Her mental state, she is forever changed, as most characters are forever changed by something that has happened to them. True story. She gets to give the baby back, and thus the dramatic action is winding down. We're going down, and we have the resolution of the scene. We return to the beginning, and she is looking at the officer, and she is saying that she wishes she forgot the whole thing, and it's resolved because the CIA person zaps her brain and she forgets that all that happened. End of story. That is the resolution. This video was supposed to teach you about a dramatic arc, help you to understand an assignment that you can do, show you an example of a dramatic arc in a Shakespeare scene, way that you could do a dramatic arc in a Shakespeare scene. I recommend this assignment for whole plays and scenes. It works both ways. And then you, as a student and a teacher, can go ahead and have a conversation about vocal and physical choices. Vocal, and physical choices. That you could show as a character to show that you understand the objective of your character and you understand the conflict of the scene and you're engaging the audience. Those are the goals, people. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next video. Do your homework, world. Love you so much. May you be happy and healthy. Love my students. Do your homework. Post it. Bye.